everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to write an environmental news articles using AI agent. So I'm an owner of a news platform and I have to recently share a lot of news regarding environment. Now writing articles for all these news manually is very time consuming and hectic. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now as soon as in my Google Sheets, I'm going to keep the record of the new topic as well as the key points of the news. As I'm going to add the new details, automatically using all the details in AI agent is going to generate the article related to the topic and the key points. As the article is then going to be generated by my AI agent, automatically my same AI agent is going to create the post of that generated content in my WordPress. So now if you want to learn how to create this entire agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to write environmental news articles using AI agent. So as an owner of a news platform, I need to efficiently publish the latest articles and trends. I use Google Sheets to organize my content ideas such as topics and the relevant key points. Then I use an AI agent that automatically creates an article based on the topics that I've added in my Google Sheets. And finally, that AI agent is then automatically going to create a post on my WordPress account where the articles are published directly, streamlining my content management and ensuring consistent updates. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. But before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this AI agent is going to work, okay? So I'm going to add the topic and the key points in the spreadsheet right over here in front of you. And then I'm going to check whether automatically an article has been generated and been automatically updated with the post link in the spreadsheet or not, okay? So let me add the topic of the article first. So the topic is the plastic-free movement, okay? So this is the topic on which I want the article. And for the key points for this topic, I'm going to write it as... So these are the key points. Key initiatives to reduce plastic usage globally, impact on single-use plastic bags in various countries, innovations of biodegradable alternatives, the role of corporate responsibility. You can see these are the key points. So as soon as I'm going to enter the topic and the key points, now I'm going to wait for a few seconds for this AI agent to run. And yes, in front of you, you can see at the AI agent process is completed. Automatically, the status has been updated of the post as draft created in my WordPress account. With that, there is this post link. If I'm going to open this link on a new tab right over here, you can see this is the article, the plastic-free movement. The plastic-free movement is gaining momentum worldwide as growing awareness about the environmental impacts of plastic waste prompts individual, government and corporations to take action. You can see automatically this article has been generated by my AI agent and been automatically created as a post in my WordPress. Not only that, automatically over here in my spreadsheet, the status of the post as well as the post link is also been updated in front of the topic and the key points, okay? So this is how this AI agent is going to work, and we are going to create this AI agent using Pabbly Connect. For that, browse the website of Pabbly Connect on a new tab, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. So I'm going to browse this website. Then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. After coming to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, you're going to find two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you're going to see the All Pabbly Apps window of your Pabbly Connect account, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And now to create a new automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as AI agent to write environmental news articles. So this is the name I want to give to this workflow. And for the folder on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created these many folders in my Pabbly Connect account. And from these folders, I'm going to select a specific one in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agents as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is then created over here in the name of AI agent to write environmental news articles, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, I keep the record of the article topics and the key points for which I want to generate the news article related to the environment. I want that as soon as I'm going to enter the topic and the key points in my spreadsheet, automatically the trigger over here in this workflow should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger application, I have selected it as Google Sheets. And the trigger event is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with the webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk one by one. Copy this URL from here and open the spreadsheet that you want to connect to Pabbly Connect. So this is the spreadsheet. Go to the extensions option right over here, go to add-ons and click on this get add-ons button in order to connect the spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search bar we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So you can see this Pabbly Connect webhooks option. I'm going to open it right over here and you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I am going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it so that with the help of it you can build the connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. As you're going to install it from here, go back and refresh this spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, go back to extension and now you can see an option Pabbly Connect webhooks. Click on it and this drop down is going to appear in front of you, on which go to this initial setup button right over here. Then initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to enter the webhook URL and select the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. For the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Over here in the spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column B because as soon as I'm going to enter the key points over here in this column, automatically this entire row's data should be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So my trigger column is going to be column B. After entering the webhook URL and the trigger column, I'm going to click on this submit button right over here. It says setup configured successfully, so now I'm going to go back. So the steps that I'm going to tell you right now are very important. Please do not forget to follow them. Go to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, select this option send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event because as soon as you're going to enter the new data in the spreadsheet over here, this spreadsheet is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect. Okay, that is why it is mandatory to click on send on event. You can see a tick mark is in front of it. That means now this function is working. So this is how you set up a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As now the setup is done successfully, go back to your workflow and scroll down. It says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the data of the new topic and the key points in the spreadsheet right over here. And after doing that, I'm going to check whether automatically in this workflow the response is captured or not. Okay, so I'm going to enter the topic and the key points in the spreadsheet right here. So as you can see, I've entered the topic and the key points in this spreadsheet. The topic is the future of renewable energy and the key point is the growth of wind, solar energy worldwide, innovations in renewable energy storage technologies, the shift towards the decentralized energy production. You can see these are the key points that I've added in this spreadsheet right over here with the topic. As soon as I'm going to add these details, now I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and yes, the response has been captured in our trigger. The topic is the future of renewable energy, and these are the same key points that I've added. You can see right over here, and with all the other details. So as you can see, the response has automatically been captured over here in our trigger. This means that Google Sheets is now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. As now we have the details, the topic and the key points. Now using the details, I want an AI agent to automatically generate the article. For the AI agent, I am using OpenAI. If you want to use any other AI platforms like Google Gemini as your AI agent, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. I'm going to set up my action step, and for my action application over here, I'm going to select it as OpenAI right here. An action event over here is going to be ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection. After that, it is asking for the token. Using the token, we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. In order to generate the token, go to the hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. Then the API keys page of your OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you. And to generate a new token, go to this create new secret key button. It is asking for the name of the key. For the name of the key over here, I'm going to write it as article generator. Okay, so this is the name of the key. Project, select it as default. Permission, give all the permissions. Then click on this create secret key button. A token is then going to be generated. Copy it from here and paste it in this token field and click on this save button. OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After building the connection, firstly it is asking for me to select the AI model. For the AI model, I use GPT-4o Mini, but if you want to use any other AI models, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. After selecting the AI model as GPT-4o Mini, it is asking for the prompt. Prompt is the text with the help of which this AI agent is going to generate the content according to your requirement. In the prompt, we have to specify all the things that we want in the content and specify all the things that we do not need in the content as well. So for the prompt according to this use case, I'm going to write it as, so this is my prompt right here. Write a comprehensive, informative, new style article on the topic. Over here it is asking for me to insert the topic, focusing on the latest developments, trends and insights. The article should be based on the following key points. These are the key points. Ensure the article includes an introduction, key points and a conclusion. The word limit should be between 600 to 800 words. Please provide the content in HTML body and strictly do not include the title as a heading in the given content. And strictly do not use any symbols like hashtag or double star in the content. Use numbering if required. Okay, so this is the prompt right over here in which I've specified all the things that I want. In the prompt, it is asking for me to insert the topic and the key points. For the data of these fields, I'm going to map the data. Firstly, I'm going to select this field. Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select this point, this was the previous step, I'm going to click on it. And over here, this is the same response that is captured in our previous step. It is asking for the topic on which we have to generate the article. We have received the topic in this previous step on which we have to generate the article. So I'm going to select the data of the topic from my previous response. As now I've selected the data of the topic from my previous response, what happens is this data is now been mapped. You can see right here. And as now I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the key points data over here, I'm going to map the data of the key points right here, okay? So this is my entire prompt. I've selected the AI model. Now I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. And as I'm going to do that, within few seconds, you can see over here, this response has been captured. In the response, we have received the message content, and this is the content generated by my AI agent. I wanted the article in an HTML body. So you can see over here, this is the HTML body right over here, okay? We have received the article and this article has been generated by my AI agent. You can see right here with all the details, okay? Let me go through a little of this article. The global landscape of energy generation and consumption is undergoing a transformational shift as nations around the world interestingly turns towards renewable energy sources. You can see this is the article related to the topic that we have entered in our Google Sheets. As now this article is automatically generated by an AI agent, now what I want is I want to publish this article as a post in my WordPress account. Okay. So now to publish this article as a post in our WordPress account, I'm going to add an action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as WordPress right here. An action event is going to be create a post. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to add a new connection. Firstly, it is asking for the username, password. So I'm going to enter the username and the password of my WordPress account right here. So I've entered the username and the password over here. After that, it is asking for the base URL. For the base URL, log into your WordPress account, and in the URL of your WordPress account from the HTTPS till this WP3, this is the base URL. Copy it from here and paste the base URL right over here, and then click on the save button after entering all the required details. And as you go to do that, WordPress is connected to Pabbly Connect. Next, it is asking for the post type. What we have to create, I want to create a post, so I'm going to select the type as post right here. After entering the post type right over here, it is asking for the post title. So I'm going to map the data of the post title from my Google Sheets right here. This is the topic. For the content, I'm going to map the data of the AI generated content right over here. It is asking for all these details which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the status of the post. I'm going to create a draft of a post. Why so? Because this is an AI generated content and even an AI can have certain mistakes in it. So in order to first review the content and then publish it myself, I am creating a draft of this post in my WordPress account. Okay. It is asking for the category ID and the tags which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the featured media ID. For the featured media ID, I don't want any media ID. So simply I'm going to toggle this map button on. This is the existing data. I'm going to remove the existing data from here. So as I'm going to do that, the feature media ID is now been removed from this step right here. Okay. After that, over here it is asking for the format. For the format, I'm going to select it as standard right here. It is asking for the ping status. I'm going to leave it as open, common status as open as well. For the author ID, I'm going to select the author ID as admin. If you want to select any other author ID, you can select it from this drop down right here. It is asking for sticky. For that, I'm going to select the sticky as false. For the password, date and the date GMT, I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. I have received a response in which I've received a positive response as I've received the link of the post right over here. So if I'm going to open my WordPress account and all post section page of my WordPress account right here, you can see automatically a draft of a post has been added in my WordPress account. And if I'm going to open this link in a new tab right over here, you can see this is the article for the future of renewable energy, and this was the same AI generated content you can see right over here has now been automatically created as a post in my WordPress. You can see right here. Okay. So as now this post had automatically been created in my WordPress account, we have received the link of this post over here in this WordPress step. I want to update the link and the status in my spreadsheet right over here. So what I'm going to do is for that simply I'm going to add an action step to this workflow. And for the action application, I'm going to select as Google Sheets. An action event is going to be update row. As now I'm going to update the row with the details in the spreadsheet, the published status and the post link. Then this window is going to appear in front of you as I'm going to click on this connect button. I'm going to click on this add new connection button right here. And then I'm going to click on this sign in with Google button right here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to choose an account. For the account, select the account in which you have created the spreadsheet. So I'm going to select the account from here. After selecting the account, it is asking for the permission for this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. Next, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. For the spreadsheet, I have created a spreadsheet over here in the name of articles for publication. So I'm going to select the spreadsheet as articles for publication right over here. In the spreadsheet, I have created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. It is asking for the row index. I have received the row index in this Google Sheet step. So I'm going to map the data of the row index. I do not want to update the topic and the keywords. I want to update the published status. So my published status over here is going to be draft created. So I'm going to enter the published status as draft created. And for the post link, I'm going to map the data of the link right over here. So this is the link. I'm going to map the data. Okay. After entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. I've received the response. If I'm going to open my spreadsheet, yes, automatically the status is draft created. And this is the same post link you can see right over here of the article. You can see right here, okay? So as now my spreadsheet has also been updated, this means this AI agent is successfully created and is working. So now to sum up what we have done in my spreadsheet, I enter the topic and the key points on which I want to generate the environmental news articles. So as soon as I'm going to add in the new details of the topic and the key points in my spreadsheet, the trigger Google Sheets near updated spreadsheet row is going to capture the response of that. Using the topic and the key points in AI agent, OpenAI ChatGPT is going to generate the article news, okay? And as the article news is going to be generated, automatically a post of that article is going to be created in my WordPress creator post. And as a post is going to be created, I'll receive a link of the post and automatically the status of the topic as well as the post link is going to be updated in my spreadsheet, Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I have created this AI agent using Pabbly Connect to write environmental news articles. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.